What's going on? Back plugged in again with your boy the Prophet. Hey y'all. So today we're gonna be doing the heart characters tier list, PvE only, but we got a special guest. It's the homie Genzz.
What's good, yo?
So a lot of you guys don't know this, I'm sure, but Genzz recently just started his channel. He's been uploading, and actually Genzz is the main person that I like talk to about the tier list. So it's not just my opinion all the time, just so I have somebody to compare thoughts and compare data with and stuff like that. So the boy Genzz is very knowledgeable. The man knows his stuff. His most recent summons will be linked in the description down below. He just summoned for Kisuke last night. So if you guys want to see him, see what kind of fire he pulled, then make sure you guys tune in.
Yes, sir. Go check that video out. It's pretty fire.
Yeah, we about to get it popping. Hope you guys do the content. Let's get it lit. Drop my shit.
They lift a nigga down, but I had to come up. Yeah, hustle from the back down into the sun. I had to switch up. Nigga, no, I ain't mad at you. I just had to come up and look at just what that bag would do. I charged into the game because I said I won't complain. Ain't been no sunny days, I had to get it out the rain. Look.
Back plugged in again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're gonna go ahead and get right through this. Even though we got a special guest today, we still gonna get right through. So start out the tier list. On the bottom tier, we have the New Year's Rukia, Heart Odahime, which is the DR link, and the the emo twins, Hamaru and Shizuru. So yeah, the reason that Rukia is leading this tier is because none of these other characters have Frenzy. Rukia does have Frenzy, but she does have a stamina recovery link and really bad strong attacks. But she has a solid killer too. But yeah, her kit overall is very bad, very slow, and she gets no extra damage on top of the Frenzy. Odahime is really just a DR link. The emo twins, I would actually say that they auto a bit quicker than Odahime, and they do have a better killer. But in the long run, Odahime is going to be way more useful because she's a 20 DR link.
C tier starts a 25 set link. Part of his AoE on his first is range collision, so that holds him back a lot. Second is a 575. Then third is a 1000 radius strong attack. His kit, not really too much to it. I mean, he doesn't have any status elements.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you want to even use him as a link either. Senkaizen is better.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Then we have Moshiro. She has a really slow lunge.
Oh.
Yeah, really slow first.
Her third slow as shit too. it's 900 radius and it's like super slow. Like she like hits the ground and like the hit is slow and then the impact is really slow too. I remember that.
Yeah, it's just that like everything's slow about her. Like her boost is slow, her third is slow. Like everything's slow, dude. Then we do have a Halloween. She has no flurry, but she does have long stride.
Oh yeah.
No flurry definitely holds her back. No guard break. But she does have a vortex though with paralysis on everything and 40 devastation. So you could use her as a hybrid. Yeah.
I wonder if when she gets resurrected, if they're gonna do anything special with her. Maybe what if they gave her Frenzy, bro?
I would hope so.
That would be insane because her first is a lunge, right?
Yep.
And her second is a surrounding vortex.
Yeah, I think her third is it's an AoE in front of her. I don't think it's like a regular full screen or anything like that.
I remember people using her in Guild Quest back in the day because she's really the only heart character with long stride. In those extra flash steps.
Yeah.
Especially since Heart doesn't have any long stride characters. She has the potential to be good. I don't know for sure if she would get resurrected and get Frenzy, but like a character like full stamina damage Tsukishima, they gave him Frenzy. He was essentially relegated before to being a NAD character. So, and then this Noitor is just like he's solid for Senkaimon. Just because, like, for those floors where you have to burn somebody, but aside from that, oh my god, his kit's so bad.
That first strong attack, oh my gosh.
Yeah, would you say that that's the worst first strong attack in the game?
Yeah, it is the worst.
We'll go ahead and rock over to B tier. This Aruka, she does have a range collision first strong attack, but it's pretty similar to the Heart Kaname, but she doesn't have Havoc. So it's like, it just takes up like a pretty large, it says 1,000 radius on screen in front of her, and it just hits several times or whatever. The damage, the hit potency it's okay. Like, it's pretty solid for a range collision attack. But her second it's like the same as like a barrier move. She has that exact same AoE around her, but it's just spammable. She does have Soul Reaper Killer with weakening on everything and a full screen third. No Berserker or anything like that. Oh yeah, there's that Tsukishima that we were talking about. Yeah, when this character came out, he was just a damage at full stamina Link character. And then upon resurrection, they gave him recovery.
Frenzy.
Yeah, they gave him frenzy, and they gave him recovery in between stages. So it played to his full stamina boost, right? Like, he's going to keep that full stamina damage more often because he can heal 16% in between quests. And them giving him frenzy was like, I didn't even realize that they gave him frenzy. That was a shock to me.
Oh yeah, so at least he's now playable. Like, if you just want to use him like some solo IZ or anything like that, you can use him, like, you know, just for fun.
Yeah.
But, you know, yeah, just like, if you're a Tsukishima fan, he's playable now.
Killer, and he has Captain Killer. So some people were saying that they use him during Captain Killer week in Guild Quest.
I heard he's pretty decent in Captain Killer GQ.
Yeah, which is this week. So you guys, he's actually a very viable option in Captain Killer GQ week. So keep that in mind. Like, and this character does have a 10% havoc. So his first strong attack, it's like he slams the ground and it's just an AoE around him. So it's like a 522 radius. It's weird because he has 10% havoc. His second is a 577 AoE around him, and it is a party heal. And his third is 1100 radius. He has a solid kit, weakening on his first and his soul bomb as well. How do you feel about this Heart Ishin?
Second strong attack definitely holds him back, and his link. If his link right now was part of his soul tree and he just got strong attack recharge, I think he'd be a bit better. But yeah, he has no strong attack recharge. He's a last ditch link. Yeah, his first is pretty good. It's a beam. He has a full screen third with burn on everything. Yeah. So
he had like the same first strong attack as One Arm Yamamoto and like all those, you know, Heart Tosh and Power Eyes, and like he had that same kind of first strong attack, but his second really holds him back, just like Jin said. Moving on to this Campfire World Grimjow. Really, the main detriments to him are really his first strong attack being range collision. His second melee collision AoE, and he puts it in front of him, so it's basically it's distant, but it still doesn't have really good range, and his charge is distant, so that'll be really good as well. But a Rankar Killer, and he has a strong attack damage link.
This Aruka, her first strong attack is split, so it definitely holds her back a lot. But her second is a lunge. It's a 575 lunge, which is good.
Yeah.
And then her third is a 900 radius. Could have been a lot better, but she does have weakening on everything. She's an okay option.
There's definitely a Florence and Kaimon for her, but if you have Mogutsu, then he does it just as well, if not better.
Oh yeah, I'm always using her in Senkaimon, so yeah, she's definitely useful in that aspect.
This Nelia, like, it's sad because she actually would have been a lot higher, but her third strong, it's just not good. So, but she does have strong attack, 14 recharge, as well as 16 strong attack damage, I believe, which is absolutely great. Literally, like, probably the best link in the game. I mean, her and Lunar Ichigo being the best links in the game. Yeah, that's pretty much it about her. Her second is a Vortex with a Rankar Killer with burn on it, but yeah, she's barely a usable character. If her third was better, she'd be good. This Heart Ging, really the thing that really holds him back, his Soul Bomb. He does have Blast Zone, which gives him more radius on his Soul Bomb, but it's only 900 radius. A standard Soul Bomb is 2000 radius. So the Blast Zone makes it 1300 radius, but there's no comparison. He actually does have Havoc, so his third is 1200 radius, and his lunge is 570. His second holds him back a little bit because it's more narrow than like the 725 beam, but it's still melee collision. So if you can line it up right, you can still knock out, you know, at least anything that you can hit with it. You want to talk about Kita?
So he is damage taking link 16%. He does have a lunge first strong attack, 475, you know, no havoc. He has a beam second, that's 725, and then a regular 900 radius. Or strong attack with weakening on everything, with dual killers of Soul Reaper and a Ronkar killer. He's a pretty solid unit overall.
Yeah, like if he would have had if he, for instance, gets resurrected and gets a SAR link, then that'll be really good for him. And maybe Havoc, because his third, not if his third was full screen, he would be probably an S tier, even with the DR link.
True that.
We'll just move on to Kaname. Has Havoc, range collision first with the crawling vortex second. His third is 1080 radius with weakening on everything. I would say this is probably the best type of range collision first strong attack that we have in the game, in my personal opinion. It's the same that Cacao Society Soy Phone has, that Aruka, but obviously Kaname has Havoc pretty solid with the recharge link. No Bruiser though, no Berserker, which is why he's down so low. For Loopy, he has a very solid kit. His first is a lunge. His second is a 725 beam, even though it looks a bit different. It's the same as like Fullbring Ichigo, Badagon, the Soul Reaper Killer, Can't Fear in World, Neliel. So the same type of second strong attack as them. But his third is 900 radius. He has paralysis on everything. Once again, if he had a full screen third, I could see him being up in S tier. But like in this day and age, the more powerful you are, the more radius you need. So yeah, that 900 radius really hurts him.
All right, so this game he's gonna have a range collision first strong attack,
Oh yeah,
18% magnification, you know, per hit, and then his second is a crawling vortex, and then he has a regular full screen third with weakening on everything. Now, he does have paralysis duration and weaken duration, which is, you know,
why he's just where he is.
yeah. And he does have a berserker too, so yeah, he's not too bad, but you know what I'm saying. You know, he's usable.
Yeah, he's definitely a usable character. Just like Jen said, he has weakening on everything, and his first is range collision, and his second is a vortex. So anytime you have a range collision first and a vortex second, that's like honestly one of the worst 1 and 2 strong attack that you can have in combination with each other. Like if you're gonna have a vortex second, you have to have a first that's going to kill really fast. This Uryu, reason he's so high is because his third strong attack has enhanced magnification, being with the charge attack. So it's what you call a boss killer move, where the closer you are to the enemies, the more damage it's going to do. And he's in bonus in 2 epic raids, and when those epic raids come, you can literally shred the epic raid in seconds.
Damage is so dumb.
Yeah, for his third, but his first is really bad, and his second is a crawling vortex. First is range collision with minimal range. It's bad. Anything other than epic raids, you really don't want to use him.
Yeah, so how about she's gonna have, you know, the regular range collision first strong attack with a crawling vortex second and a regular full screen third, 1000 radius, of course. And she has a weakening on everything. Not too much to say about her, honestly. She has a very similar kit to like a lot of these characters on here with range collision, like Uryu and Gin.
Yep, not very much to say about her. But so we're gonna go ahead with the auto / epic raids here, and I'll just do a quick explanation for those of you that are new to my tier list. This tier, these characters don't necessarily clear faster than anyone else with normal content. Minimal gear, they can auto content. Like you just set them up, DR or NAD, whatever you want to use on them. You just set them up to auto, And if these characters are epic raid bonuses, they're literally like some of the best bonuses because Flurry is the best skill for single target damage. So I'll go ahead and break down what you're looking for in an auto epic raid character. So this soy phone is a soy phone. So she has 4 flash steps innately. So she's literally as fast as you can be without long strides. So keep that in mind. She does have Flurry with an enhanced boost with the transformation mechanic on her second strong attack. So that enhances her magnifications even more. And she has an Arankar killer. And Arankars don't have melee guard. So as long as she's only in Arankar killer content, she won't have to break guard. But like, let's be real. IZ is the main single player and co-op event that you play, and that does feature 2 killers. She literally has like the best kit that you can have for a Flurry character, being her first is a lunge, meaning she's not going to miss enemies short. If there are enemies close to her, she's going to break all those guards. She's not going to miss anyone. And her third is simply a full scream. She is literally the cream of the crop for auto or ER units without guard break.
So Yami, I believe his first is gonna be a range collision.
Yeah.
First strong attack.
And his second.
Then yeah, his second is also range collision.
Yeah.
Similar to past Kisuke.
Yeah.
And then his third, I believe, is a 900 radius. Is it
It's
not?
distant. Yeah, it's distant though. It's distant. Yeah. His third is the same as like alternate rebirth Nelia, where she, places it out and then she like, draws him in or whatever. So it's really good for crowd control. But it is kind of tough for him to break guards because his first and second are range collision.
You just want to use them in ER, bro.
Yeah.
Use them in no manual, bro. No way.
Yeah, facts.
Just auto and ER.
Yeah.
Literally, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just what he said. You don't even want to worry about that. He does have a hollow killer, which when that comes up in epic raids, if it's a hollow killer raid, he does have poise and flurry, of course. Moving on to this Cacao or Machine Society Kita. He's just like Genzz said. You really only want to use these characters for epic raids and just autoing if you're not playing with them, because he's ranged and his second strong attack can't break guard, and his first is range collision, which means that he's going to be knocking enemies back. Some enemies might break their guard, some it might not hit him enough times to break the guard, so it's going to really slow his clear time down. He's one of those ones that you can hear tink 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 tink, like he just going to be shooting them, bro, with them guns
constantly,
like,
dude, constantly.
Yeah, like regardless of if his strong attacks are or are not charged, he's still going to be spamming that nad and when guards aren't broken. So yeah, hollow killer. So he has a PvE killer and he's ranged. So ranged characters are really, really easy to just spam their nat in epic raid, and you don't have to worry about getting up close to him like you do with like an Unahana. Unahana is she has a heal, so she's going to be really good for autoing and epic raids. Captain killer, lunging heal, lunging first, insta kill on her soul bomb, flurry, captain killer. Very solid unit.
I can't remember. Is she a bonus in any of the epic raids?
I know she at least has one epic raid where she's a bonus at least. We're gonna go ahead and move up to S tier. I don't know, like this is a pretty short list. There's only 5 units featured on here. So, but a lot of people really, really sleep on TT Renji, and I can kind of see why. I don't personally love using him, but you can't argue with his results. In speed test, he clears almost just as fast as Mogutsu, and in co-op content, he's slightly better because he has double killers and he has Havoc with a charge attack. So 1080 radius, burn on everything, and his second strong attack is 750 radius. He does get some distance. It's a distant AoE, so he gets back range and side range as well as forward range. His first is 570 radius, but he doesn't move at all. So you do have to get like right in the middle of the enemies to get the best out of his first strong attack. But aside from that,
sure.
Yeah, aside from that, he's a very solid unit, and one of the better units at 5 of 5 since he is premium.
So well, at least she does have a 725 beam, along with those
Range
second
collision,
strong attacks.
Melee collision.
Yeah, melee collision, and then start off like the other half, it's range collision. So yeah, 8% mag per hit. The third is gonna be a 975. She does have burn on everything. She has a no affiliation killer, but to make up for that, she has a 20 berserker and guard break. So she's a pretty solid unit actually.
For the characters that got no affiliation killer and like a status element. I just wish they would do like 40 Bruiser Berserker and then like give her the, because that would literally make her like right even with every other character. Bro, Hikone has her exact same kit plus Havoc, bro. Exact same kit, exact same first, exact same second, exact same third, bro. This an AoE 970 but 1170. So yeah, so Loli had the exact same kit as the new Hikone. I'm not saying that the second strong attack is god tier, which it's not in my opinion. Holds Hikone back a little bit compared to the better units. But we'll go ahead and move on. Heart Yeruichi, she's one of the better infinite boost characters because she has a 14 recharge as well as 4 flash steps. She has a lunging first strong attack. Her third is a full screen strong attack that does kind of hit in multiple waves. The damage is slightly segmented, not actually broken up. So like Fullbring Ichigo's third flies in, and like Bambietta's third with Havoc.
She pretty much has the same kit as TBI or Chubankai Ichigo.
Yeah.
Her lunge is kind of segmented, which I don't like, but you know, it's still a lunge, still 475, so it does its job.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's a pretty solid unit with 4 flash steps. She's gonna be moving pretty fast.
Oh yeah, and I have her max transcended for Heart Extreme Co-op. We were literally clearing it in like 45 to 50 seconds. We'll move on to Heart Tosh. Beam first strong attack. His second is a shield, a barrier move, and his third is a full screen. So everything breaks guard with him. He has a full stamina damage link. If he ever gets when he gets resurrected, if he gets SAR, he will be a god tier unit for sure. But his second does hold him back slightly because it has a natural 40-second cooldown time, and with him not having a SAR link, yeah, the max it can be is like 24 seconds. We'll go ahead and move on to the movie 1 Ichigo, who has a really great kit. Havoc, double lunging strong attacks with 14 recharge. His biggest thing about him is that he doesn't have any sort of devastation to add extra soul bomb damage. So we'll go ahead and move on to S plus tier, and this is where it gets like into the nitty gritty. Like
oh yeah,
we definitely had a lot of deliberation about this, especially about placing like some characters up here. I'll go ahead and start off and talk about the Sadkin is what we call him. So basically one of the most uniquely overpowered strong attack characters in the game. I truly feel like his only weakness is that he is a strong attack damage character. If he was a strong attack recharge character, I feel like he would be a god tier unit. His magnifications, he has 40 Bruiser, 40 Berserker with the transformation, which enhances his magnifications even further. He also has the Zeta Pill skill built in, so he has a more versatility with builds. Given that he has Soul Reaper Killer, meaning there are constantly underground enemies with Soul Reaper Killer. So
they gave him Havoc, but yeah, he's still extremely good.
Oh, bro, if he would have had Havoc, then like, bro, I mean, there would be no stopping this character. For real.
You can't stop him, bro. You can't.
Yeah, so the only slight hindrance on him is that his second strong attack is basically now a first strong attack. It's a 725 beam, which it has 2500 length and 725 width in front of him, which it can literally destroy 2 to 3 waves every single time you do it, but it's a little bit narrow, but it's still a perfect second strong attack. Like I can only think of 2 second strong attacks I rather prefer. The 800 radius second strong attack, and then the other one is one that they don't give out, which is Mind Shinji's second strong attack, combined with his crazy magnification and his transformation mechanic. A transformation mechanic means you can dump all your strong attacks, then drop a soul bomb, everything recharges, and you dump your strong attacks again. Then in 20 seconds, as long as you have recharge, all of your strong attacks come back again, dump them one more time, and once the transformation ends, your strong attacks refill again. Like, it's busted. So, yeah, so we'll go ahead and move on to Shuhei.
So Shuhei, he's gonna have Havoc on everything with a first strong attack lunge 570. His second It's a 750, which is a suction type of attack. It's okay, but you know, obviously it's not the best. You want something like a 800 radius strong attack. This vortex type strong attack is just in front of him. It has no sort of back range or anything.
Yeah.
It's an okay strong attack, you know, like I said, but you know, not the best.
Yeah.
And then his third is gonna be a 1200 radius, and then he has weakening on everything with a debuff on his special. I believe it just affects one wave.
Yeah.
And then the other waves that he pierces through, they're not affected at all. Whew, yep, crazy mags, man. And then nullify melee resistance 100%.
Yeah, can't forget.
Yeah. So he's gonna be ranging Guild Quest as well, and extreme co-op. So he's gonna be versatile in those aspects as well.
Yeah. So just like Jen said, he gave everything out. I'm gonna just give my opinion about the character. I feel like he has one of the best first strong attacks in the game possible. He has basically the best third strong attack in the game possible. There's a little debate between 1170 or 1200 full screen. You can't go wrong with either. Both are god tier. So one of the best first possible, one of the best thirds possible. His second does hold him back. It's not range collision, meaning the damage is always going to be consistent, but the suction aspect of it leaves some damage out if you're not sucked in, pulled in, and then then the explosion happens. So the damage is split up into two waves, so it's not the best for trying to clear multiple waves when you compare even Kenny's first strong attack, which is more narrow in that aspect, but goes way farther and can just wipe everything that it touches. So Kenny's second strong attack and the 800 radius second strong attack are superiorly better. And when you're comparing S plus tier units, one strong attack not being perfect definitely is going to set you back compared to others.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We'll go ahead and move on to Mogutsu. His placement has been a little bit weird recently because with like inside of the new Guild Quest, weakening has significantly got a boost as being overall, without a doubt, the most powerful element in the game. And essentially, he gets so much extra damage on his soul bomb. And that's essentially what it is. He has basically a very great kit. Perfect lunge first, the best second strong attack in the game, standardly without havoc, and then of course a full screen third, double killer, triple flash step, and he does heal about 20% in between stages. Great character, great kit. If he had Berserker, he would be higher than Shuhei. Not even going to cap. If he had Berserker, he would be higher than Shuhei in my personal opinion. For having an extra flash step and a significantly better second strong attack.
I would have liked to see Havoc on Mogutsu, bro. I would very much agree. He would be higher than Shuhei.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and move on to Apache. I know some people are going to have a problem with Apache and Retsu being so high. You guys, Apache has one of the best first strong attacks in the game. It's 1200 length and 1200 width. Like it's larger than full screen in front of you, and it extends for more than full screen back. Now, it could be, if it was a longer, lengthier strong attack, it would definitely be the best first strong attack in the game. But I do feel that the length with the 3000 width and 870 combined is significantly better than this, but not that much better. She has the best second strong attack in the game standardly with Havoc, and a 1200 radius third. Perfect. She is a relevant character because Espada Guild Quest is a thing, and it's a thing. Like, so if you have this character, she makes Espada Guild Quest significantly easier, and she has one of the best kits in the game. There's really no questioning about it. You want to talk about Retsu?
So she's gonna have a first strong attack is a 725 beam, along with an 800 radius second strong attack and a 1000 radius third strong attack. With a 40 berserker, guard break on everything. Main thing that holds her back is her human killer. But honestly, if like the reason why Apache and Retsu are so high is because of their kits and their berserker. They're higher than Senju Maru, Mayori, and Ichigo for that reason.
Yeah.
They just have better kits and better damage output.
Yeah. Retsu having the best kit in the game with guard break. Out of all the characters with guard break, she has the best kit. And K-Lab gave her a human killer on purpose. She does have 40 Bruiser Berserker, just like Jen said, but no status ailment. So it's like she's never going to lose any damage, and she has guard break, which means that the chunkiest mobs that guard against you, her first strong attack will be able to kill them in one swing. She's not losing any percentage of her strong attack damage on any mobs. So overall, she is one of the most consistent characters that have come out. And if she had a better killer, even without, she had literally any, like, human killer is by far the worst in the game. Like, it's the worst in the game. So she's literally never going to have killer, but 40 Bruiser Berserker to make up for that, on top of having guard break. So giving her guard break gives her like an additional 20 to 30% damage on those enemies that guard you. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, guys. All these units are gonna be level 10 SP, so it's just gonna be mainly about kits. More of Berserker as well. I mean, Berserker still matters, but you know, they're gonna be killing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and I did forget to mention that at the beginning of the video. We're not counting mass amounts of Transcendence. We're just ranking these characters at level 1, or like 1 out of 5 with level 10 SP. So that's what we're doing as far as performance. Not saying anything else with Transcendence. Senju Maru, she does have Havoc with basically the best first strong attack in the game. 870 length, 3000 width, which is absolutely amazing. She does do inflicted damage against lacerated enemies and have an enhanced chance of proccing laceration as long as she has attribute and killer. And where she falters a bit is her second strong attack. At max cooldown is only available every 20 seconds versus every 8 seconds. So that's literally 2.5 times more that you're waiting for her second strong attack versus basically anybody on this tier aside from true Bankai Ichigo. So yes, her third is 1200 radius. Yes, her first is amazing with Havoc. Yes, she has all these things, but her second is 2.5 times slower than anyone else with a great second strong attack. So I pretty much feel like, yeah, that's it. Not to discount her as a character, but when you're in S+ tier, every little thing can count you higher or lower, and that's just where we are.
Yeah.
Talking about Mayuri, a while ago, I already tested who clears faster between him or True Bankai Ichigo. Definitely Mayuri clears faster. His second strong attack comes back, just like I said, 2.5 times faster than True Bankai Ichigo's second strong attack. And Mayuri has 20 Bruiser already built in, and he don't have to rely on being boosted. So on top of that, he has all status immunities, a much better second strong attack than True Bankai Ichigo. Even though his first is slightly worse and his third is worse as well. The second strong attack really makes up all that difference, on top of having immunity to all status elements. While Ichigo has immunities to weakening and paralysis, which make him great. Ichigo should have an insta-kill chance on his soul bomb, but on top of having a status element, Mayuri has paralysis on everything as well, making him uniquely uniquely OP that he can't be afflicted by any status ailment. On to the motherfucking God tier.
Sir.
So a lot of you guys are probably, where's Tokinata? Where's Tokinata? Where is he? Like, Tokinata, I do believe he's God tier, as well as Desert Society Rukia and Grimmjow. The reason being is that everybody knows Tokinata is one of the best characters in the game overall because he has Flurry, which means he has incredibly high single target DPS. He has a great kit, being he has a beam first, and his second strong attack is a boost move with Enhancer, but he does get some AoE, and it helps crowd control as well. His third is a full screen. He has a transformation mechanic, which refills his strong attacks and actually enhances them after he uses that soul bomb. Nad Link, guard break with ranged in the best type of ranged Nad that you can have possibly. On top of all those things, he had the best killer in the game, arguably, and he's a heart attribute. So there's so much content that you can just chew away with this character, whether you have a good build, bad build, chappy, hybrid, however you want to build him. He's going to absolutely wipe content away.
Definitely.
One of the best characters that have ever been created thus far.
Tokinata is just so stupid, man. Like, he's so stupid broken, bro.
A lot to say about the character, but you know, those are the main reasons. Some of you guys might be concerned, like, yo, D, bro, how the hell you got Desert Society Rukia so high? Like, she don't have Havoc. On this list, like on S+ tier, if you guys look, no heart character has the 960-second strong attack that's heart, aside from Apache, bro. Like, she's the only heart character that has the potential to have the best kit in the game. So yeah, like her third strong attack is a distant AoE charge attack. So it, like, basically she's the best character ever created for co-op. She has a last ditch survival link, but strong attack recharge built in. She has a charge attack with a distant AoE, meaning you don't have to endanger yourself to get the most out of her charge attack. She has weakening. She has the best PvE killer in the game. And in co-op, charge attacks are very intangible because there are 3 bosses in IZ co-op, or 3 boss phases in IZ co-op. And she can just drop that third strong attack while it's charged and basically hits for the same damage as a soul bomb. The only thing they could have done to make her better is give her Havoc. But she even has 3 flash steps to even make her clear that much faster. So, and not to mention IZ link slot bonus, which I'm counting a little bit, just because it is relevant to her character. And if you have her, your account progression can be magnified because you can farm those mind potions drastically more easily.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be a necessity in.
You agree with Rukia's placement in God tier?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, she's very much needed on your specific account. And yeah, that's pretty much all we need to say about that Rukia. Talking about this Grimmjow, who 100% clears content faster than Tokinata. I've tested it myself several times. Other people have tested it as well. He does clear content autoing faster than Tokinata by about 10 to 20 seconds, depending on how difficult the content is. He has 2 lunging strong attacks, which means he closes distances faster. The same Berserker as Tokinata, although he does not have a boost, but he can use his second strong attack a lot more often than Tokinata. And he's melee with damage reduction, so Grimmjow is better in PvP, even though I'm not counting that. But yeah, Grimmjow is the fastest autoer in the game. If you just want to set up a character to auto, he has poise. He has everything you need to auto. But this Grimmjow is, like, I wish he was a different killer or a different attribute, right? Like, if he was speed or power, like, he would be such an amazing character, and he wouldn't have to compete directly with Tokinata.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, but that's been the tier list. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. The link to Genzz summons will be linked down below. Make sure you show the boy some love. Like I said, he does have very good knowledge on BBS. He's a very unbiased source, and I know that not a lot of you guys know that, so I wanted to do this for him. This was my idea to do this for him. Yeah, just so you guys can know. If you guys want another channel to go to get some content, check my boy Genzz out. He's been a part of the community basically since it's been started. So
thanks for having me on here, D. It's been a pleasure.
For sure, man. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, Prophet Nation. I do love y'all. I'm out.
All them people done